Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Buchanan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, it's Robinson. Fights him off. And still fighting. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there out of the running game. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. On first and 10, Overstreet. This is caught by Ginn. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space for touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Carter with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll run with Gibson. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Overstreet. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake, Overstreet. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. So we have reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Overstreet. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big game that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Overstreet. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Robinson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Devin Duvernay.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Chargers offense back onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Overstreet. Man open left side. It's Williams. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down. Overstreet. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. Second and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now back to throw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going.
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.